Hello everyone, this is Sam with another video. I think my last video, maybe two videos before, I mentioned that I was going to show some new finds, like new music finds. However, before I do that, which I'll do here shortly in another video, I wanted to just dedicate a single video to uh, several channels, several channels that have supported me specifically. Um, and some of these guys are, they have tens of thousands of subscribers. Um, some of them have, a couple thousand, 1,000. Some of them have less than 1,000. Some of them have, less than 500, whatever. Um, I watch a lot of channels, and I comment on a bunch of them, and all of them have been very kind and like responding to the comments and things like that. However, these specific channels, a few of them, helped with my introduction to start making videos for YouTube. Some of these guys have shouted me out on their channels. Some of them have taken part in a couple of threads that I've done. So just guys that have supported me with this channel. A lot of them are the reason I'm over 150 subscribers. It's because they've shouted me out and have boosted my channel. So I just wanted to do a quick thank you video to these guys, and I'm going to have all their links underneath here, so you don't have to worry about writing all this down. But I just want to say a couple things about each channel, like what kind of stuff they like to do. And these are in no particular order. Actually, a lot of them are based alphabetically, just based on how many subscriptions I'm part of. So the last person I mentioned is no more important than the first. It's just how they, I didn't want to forget anybody, so I was going through my list of channels that I subscribe to and wanted to be sure that they were all accounted for, the ones that I wanted to mention. So without further ado, I did intentionally want to start with this person because, and the channel is the Matthew Street channel, and now he's becoming one of the larger names in the vinyl community, and that he's one of like the top guys that people like to reach out to and to do do collaborative videos with him. Matt is the guy that kind of helped strike an interest in doing these types of videos. I've been watching Matt now for a couple years now, and he was doing a live stream, and I asked him, the end of last year, hey Matt, I'm thinking about doing a channel for 2021. What do you think? And he's like, do it, Sam. He's like, I would love to see what kind of content you would do. And so, I'm sure you all know Matthew Street. He's probably one of the nicest guys out there. He's funny. He does some quirky videos with his comedy. Beatles are his number one. Beatles are probably his number 1, 2, and 3. But he loves power pop. He loves groups like Cheap Trick, the Knack, the Ramones, the Who, things like that. So he has a wide taste. I'd say probably 80+% of his content is Beatles related, but he does 20% of other good music too. And he likes some new stuff too, like the Midnight Callers. They're another power pop band that he really enjoys. So check out the Matthew Street channel, and he's the reason that I'm making videos. So thanks, Matt. Next up is my partner in crime in the vinyl community, and that's Mr. Glen Kellaway from The Basement. Glen's up in Canada, and he started making videos just a few months before I did, I believe. And I don't know if you all might go to his channel sometimes if you know that I'm there. We've done some collaborative videos together. We've got a shared love of John Prine, of Mike Nesmith, of the Monkees. Be like Americana root stuff, but in terms of like unique to Glen, in terms of music that he likes, he loves Frank Zappa, he loves King Crimson, he loves some prog rock, groups like Yes, Rush, Pink Floyd. He likes some heavy stuff, and he likes the San Francisco stuff like Grateful Dead, Jefferson Airplane. So he's become a fast friend. We're planning on doing a video later this week, and I recommend everybody go to Glen Kellaway from the Basement. He's a great guy, one of my good friends. Next up is JT's Record Room. Now, JT, I've only subscribed to now for a couple of months. He's out in Nevada, and he's a real fun guy. I mean, he likes a ton of music. He feels like, and he's got a lot of content too. He's always putting videos up, whether they're thrift store finds, recent record finds. He loves a lot of stuff. I can't even like pinpoint exactly, who his favorites are. He loves so much stuff. Everything from bluegrass to rock to stoner rock to metal. I mean, he likes everything. So I would say 70% of it, 80% of it I've never heard of before. So check out JT's Record Room. He always comments nice responses on his videos and on my videos. So check out JT. Next is another collaborative friend that I've made in the vinyl community, and that's Rich Strickler. Rich loves on his channel. He does a lot of lengthier videos. I'd say he probably does a 50-50 movie and music channel. I mean, he does, like top 10 movies from a specific year. He does top 10 records from a specific year. Rich has a shared love with me of Tom Petty. He loves Tom Petty. And if I'm not mistaken, Rich, I think he's your favorite American band, at least, if not your favorite band. But we've done a collaborative video on our favorite Tom Petty songs. We've done a video with Glen Kellaway about our favorite songs from the band. And I'm hoping to do a few more videos with Rich in the coming weeks. So check out Rich Strickler. Next, check out, again, these are in no particular order, Hub Tunes, HUB Tunes. That's Mike out in Chicago. Mike loves, he's kind of like my go-to jazz guy in the vinyl community. He loves jazz of all kinds. He loves it from like psychedelic jazz to early, bop, post-bop. He loves a lot of stuff. He's just a really easygoing guy. He's fairly new to I think less than a year. He's been making videos, but he's got a great collection. Just a really nice guy. He's always commenting on things. He's done one of my threads, so that's very appreciative. He's always just so kind to mention me. So check out Mike over at Hub Tunes. Next is Allan C, like the letter C, Records. Now, Allan, like Matthew Street, and actually he's friends with Matthew Street. They hang out together from time to time. Allan is a Beatles guy, I'd say, first and foremost. I found Allan around the same time that I was watching Matt's videos. And Allan has done some great videos recently about Let It Be releases. And, well done, Allan. I saw he, through a stroke of luck, Allan received the new Let It Be box set vinyl edition early. He got a few days early, and so as a result, he was able to put up a video on YouTube of him showing what he had. And I mean, Allan has a smaller channel. I think he's under 300 subscribers. But one of his videos that he just put up a few days ago, I think at this point it's probably up to about 16,000 views, and it couldn't have happened to a better guy. So well done with that, Allan. That's awesome that you were able to get that kind of viewership for that video. But Allan, he's really laid back, very humble guy. Again, he loves the Beatles. He loves instrumental, like 60s music. He's always got some good music playing in the background. So check out Allan C Records. Next is another friend of mine, actually the first and only friend so far that I've met in person, thanks to YouTube, and that is Tommy at Tommy's Musical Adventures. And if you go to his channel, I think his most recent video is of him and I sitting down to discuss our recent concert adventure to see the Monkees. And we talked about that. We had a good time. I was able to stay at his house with his wife, and it was a really good time. Tommy loves Third Man Records. He loves Jack White. He loves, he loves Bob Dylan, just like I do, if not more, probably more than I do. He's seen Dylan a dozen plus times. Just a really great guy, down to earth guy. I love him to death. So check out Tommy at Tommy's Musical Adventures. Next is George Allen, LPs and CDs. George is a really like relaxed guy. He's like somebody like he's like several people that I know in person. Just like somebody that you would go out to eat with, or hang out with. Just a really nice guy. He's just really takes his time with things, and you wouldn't expect, like, just based on his demeanor, but he loves some like heavy stuff. He loves Procol Harum. He just did a really cool video on the Quicksilver Messenger service. He loves the 60s stuff, Deep Purple. I think he's talked about them a few times. The Beatles, obviously, but he likes jazz too. He's another jazz guy that I watched some of his jazz videos. So check out George Allen LPs and CDs. He's a really nice guy. Next is Happy Hippie, the vinyl guy, and that's Rod. Now Rod just recently, in the last couple of weeks, gave me a Clutch record that he just sent along. He had an extra copy, and I commented on one of his videos that sounded like a cool record, just like I would for any of his videos. And he said, I want to give this to you. So he reached out and sent me the record and a really nice note, and just out of the kindness of his heart, and I thought that was wonderful. Rod, he's also a big Deadhead. He loves the Grateful Dead, but he likes a lot of stuff. He loves Bob Dylan as well. He likes Tom Petty. He's got all sorts of stuff. He likes some heavier stuff, but not too heavy necessarily. He's just a really fun guy, really laid back. So check out Rod at the Happy Hippie. Next is Gary at Physical Format Rock and Roll. Now Gary is another good guy in terms of that he always comments when I respond to his videos. He shouted me out a time or two on his channel. Really nice guy. He loves he likes harder rock. He likes Kiss, especially, as one of his go-to bands. But he also likes some things, like we've made a connection on several things. He did a video recently on some old-time radio programs on the Shadow, and I mentioned that I listened to some old-time radio programs, and he, that was because somebody, in their mid-20s, late 20s, doesn't normally listen to old-time radio shows, and I was able to make that connection. And I know that he also got the Blue Stingrays record, which I'm still waiting for. Vinyl delays are crazy right now, so I'm hoping to get that soon. So check out Gary at Physical Format Rock and Roll. Next is Randall Nelson. So check out Randy's channel. He's another laid-back guy. His top artist is Van Morrison. He loves Van Morrison. I've done a video with him and Glen Kellaway on our favorite Van Morrison songs. Again, a huge taste in music, but Van Morrison is his go-to guy. Really nice guy. He's out there in Kansas City, and I believe. And hopefully, I think he's going to be coming my way later this fall. So hopefully, I'm going to try to see if I can work it out to see him in person. So check out Randall Nelson. Last but certainly not least is Steve at All the World's a Stage. Steve is another really, really good guy. He sent me along an Argent record not too long ago. I did a video on that. Just a really down-to-earth guy. He just did a video with Rich Strickler and Gary at Physical Format Rock and Roll, where they talked about their favorite albums from 1971. Steve has been so kind. He's said some incredibly nice things about me on his channel. He's promoted my channel. He did a specific video shouting out myself in another channel. Just that was the whole purpose of the video, was just to mention me and the other channel. So yeah, there are some great guys out there. So check out these channels. Like I said, I'll put them all below, and yeah, let me know if you know of any other channels that that kind of have that same appeal. I'd be happy to learn about them. So take care, everybody, and I will talk to you all very soon.